Hey YouTube, Dennis12345 here. Talking about Miami Regional on March 27th last week. I'm only talking about the decks that topped and the impact on the format. There were two Machina builds. One was Machina, it looked like the structure deck. I didn't like it. The other was Machina Gadgets. This one looked good. They both topped 4. There were 3 Blackwing builds. One top 4 then dropped. I'm going to talk about that. 1-6 Samurai, that looked good. I don't know how that topped, but just the format, how bad it is. 1X Saber build. This one didn't look so good. It is a good build, it works. And 1 Synchro Cat, that lost in top 8. One of the Blackwing, well, both the Blackwing builds, 2 of them, they were my friends. One of them went undefeated, and he was the only undefeated, and the other went X and 1. The one that went X and 1, one of my friends, he played 2 Starlight Roads and 2-Dimensional Prison. People liked this, and after this regional, the day after, we went to a Sunday tournament, and my friend, he had to play someone, and the guy was net decking his deck after he saw top 8 yesterday, but he couldn't recognize my friend's face. So what happened was, he's like, oh, I saw this guy playing in top 8 yesterday with 2 Starlight Roads in his Blackwing build and 2-Dimensional Prison. So he had to play the guy, and the guy noticed that he's the person that was playing it. You recognize the face after the duel. And so I'm 6 Sam. I didn't really see that. And oh yeah, I have one thing I figured out. A good side for X Sabers, which is going to be a deck that might be played soon. Well, more played. People are playing it now. A good side for it would be the Godwin's Emergency Call. Because if they activate that and then you chain yours after you side into it, you get to take the 2 cards you targeted before him. That's how that card works. That's what the person that was playing X Sabers, that's what he told me. He told me that the best thing you can side would be the Godwin's Emergency Call, because you get to take the 2 cards before him. So he'll just be wasting that card with no target. And it works if your opponent has a card on their side of the field. If they have an X Saber monster, then you can activate that. And oh yeah, I got my invite and a mat. I don't have the mat with me. I sold it. I got it through the Dragon Duel. I came in 3rd. I would have won it. The only thing was there was a 13-year-old in it, but I didn't care. Like, I got my invite. I was gonna drop if they did cut the top 4 because I didn't know how Dragon Duels work. And I was playing a Blackwing build with Dimensional Prison and 1 Starlight Road. There were only 3 rounds. I love Dragon Duels, they're so easy. It's like a free invite. And what else? Oh yeah, I'm going to talk about decks that are soon going to be good, starting from the Shining Darkness. It's going to be the new pack coming out May 1st, 2nd, the sneak peek. And it's a good deck. I'm going to start playing. It's going to be the new Lightsworn. It's going to be Infernities. It's going to be first day. You might want to, if your locals has sneak peeks, you might want to get like 3 flights, because everything in this pack is going to be good. Starting with the Infernities. This deck, you can dump all the cards you want, and you don't want to play conservative. If you play conservative, it's just going to screw up the deck. Because these cards, they get they activate only when you don't have any cards in your hand. So, if you were to draw, let's say, 2 monsters and 4 spells and traps, maybe one will be Infernity Gun, and you open up with an Infernity monster. You play Infernity Gun. Infernity Gun. You can, once per turn, you can discard a Infernity monster from your hand, and that's not mandatory. And so you can discard your hand and normal summon a monster. And then let's say you have this deck. It doesn't play a Mirror Force. Maybe in America you will, but for Japan, they don't run Mirror Force. I think it's just because this deck works fast. It's a new Sworn. It's gonna get a Light Sworn. So you were to play an Infernity monster. This is when you switch defense. Special summon the monster with his effect. Since you have no cards in your hands, you set them all. And then, let's say that was an Infernity Beetle. You can go for a 5-star, or you can go pop them, get another, go 6-star, and then keep the back row for protection. Then you might have a Call face down. You play 2 Mallies, 2 Greffers. This is just one build I saw. 2 Mallies, 2 Greffers, a Dark Armed, a Plague Spreader, and 1 Necrogardna. And you have so much stuff to dump. You play Foolish Burial. Let's see. You play Foolish Burial, Rhoda, Uller, Call, Giant Trunade. I think that's pretty weird. And 2 Mallies, Griffer, Dark Arm Plague, Foolish Burial, Raigeki to get rid of cards in hand. 2 Bottomless. I don't have this whole deck. It's gonna be expensive. MST. Heavy, yeah, that's about it. The new cards that you're going to be playing would be Infernity Beetle, Infernity Mirage, Infernity Inferno, and Infernity Gun, Infernity Archfiend, and there's going to be a lot of cards. This is going to be, this deck you can sink for 3 Mistworms first turn, maybe even a Go-Yo if you draw good. You don't even have to draw good. All these cards you can mill fast. Rhoda is used to search Mallies and on Necrogardna. And if you do Rhoda and if you activate Rhoda and you have a Raigeki Break in hand set, search Mallie if you already have one engraved or removed, and then Raigeki Break Mallie and destroy like the monster or back row. And then you might have an Infernity Beetle engraved and a Call face down. I mean, I test draw good with this deck. This is an amazing deck. I'm gonna play it for sure. Another deck would be Blackwing with their new support with Infernity Blackwing Treasure, Black Feather. I'm not even sure if anyone's gonna play Black Feather Dragon. I don't think so. What else is there? Black Feather Shot. Black Feather Ghibli, or whatever that thing's called. All those monsters, the 3 new monsters they're making. I think maybe 1 or 2 of those they'll play. And they have they have like Black Feather Thunder or Black Wing Thunder. I barely think you're supposed to run any of those. Maybe like 2 or 3 of them. Any of these new support, they're just gonna be wasting ink printing them. What else? Well, there's not really much going on. Oh yeah, in Florida and Tampa, tomorrow or next Saturday, there's going to be a 2K tournament. A lot of people are going to be going, a lot of pros. That's going to be a big event. I'm not going. So, like, if all these pros are going, there's no chance of you topping. So, oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure Edison, if you win the Dragon Duel, you're going to get the prize card. So I'm thinking about going for my team to get the new prize card. And if I get that new prize card, I just made like 2,500 being the first person to have it. Since the next day, that's when the real people are me getting their prize card. I'll get it the first day. And so yeah, I was just talking about the regionals and new decks. So peace out, YouTube.